Hello, this is St. Bernard's coach Matt Tomlin, and 3 Deep coverage starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to 3 Deep coverage alongside Victor Anguiano. I am Manny Machado. And just 3 weeks remain in the high school football regular season, and conference play has arrived in the Big Four.
Yeah, all the teams were on a bye week, but now they're coming off those bye weeks, and Eureka is looking to win their first conference title under the new format. And in the Little Four, we have the battle of the Northern Humboldt.
Humboldt State earns its first win, and CR is home, but we get started on the high school gridiron.
Del Norte with a revenge game against Fortuna in Week 6 in a non-conference game against the Huskies. The Warriors lost their first game. Let's head to Wayland Field. Del Norte hosting Fortuna in the Big Four opener. Midway through the first, Zach Kloss connects with Branson Gans for a 28-yard reception. It puts the Huskies inside of the Del Norte's 25. Later in the drive, they go for it on 4th and goal. Kloss fires to Dayton Taylor for the touchdown. Fortuna take the lead 7-0. Ensuing kickoff, Sebastian Puente fumbles the ball, picks it up inside of their own 5. The senior takes it to the Huskies' 25 for a 72-yard return. Nobody could bring this guy down. Eventually they did. And then, under 2 minutes to go, O.J. Kaleja caps off the short drive with a touchdown to Ethan Price. They miss the extra point, keeps Huskies in the lead. And then early in the second, the Warriors defense with a big stop. Eli Larson forces the fumble, and then Giovanni Gonzalez scoops it up for the touchdown. Takes it 53 yards. Del Norte take the lead 12-7. Puente scored the game-winning touchdown in the fourth quarter. He finished with 3 TDs and a fumble recovery. Warriors hang on to win 49-42.
Well, remember last time the two teams faced one another, it was Fortuna winning by 30 points, but that's why you play the games. And tonight, Del Norte with a huge win to begin conference play. We will move now to the Little Fours. Arcata not only saw its 3-game winning streak come to an end last week, but also lost for the first time in a league play. The Tigers tonight were again on the road as they travel to McKinleyville. The Panthers have still yet to earn their first league victory. Would tonight be the night? A cold evening in Mackville. Arcata with some early touchdowns in the first quarter. Kian Mazzotti with a pair of scores on the ground. 12-0 Tigers. Second quarterback's Jack Patton trying to get the Panthers offense going with his legs. Nice run by the junior quarterback, but McKinleyville was held scoreless in the first half. Second quarter, Everett Halikas with the ball. Tigers running back takes out referee Ron Killingsworth. Ouch. He would be okay. Dangerous way. Still in the first half, McKinleyville's Ryan Groh loses the ball. Maximus Rice gets his hand on it, and the Tigers go back to work on offense. Matthew Robinson, he throws a strike to Kevin Madero. Makes a terrific grab for the touchdown. 18-0 Tigers at the break. Arcata gets the victory. On the road, 24-15 the final. With the win, they improve now to 3-1 in League MAC. Good effort tonight, but they drop to 0-4 in the Little Four.
In 8-man football, South Fork going for the third straight win Friday against Round Valley. The Cubs haven't lost a conference game since joining the NCL 3 last season. In the first, C.J. Van Meter to Cody Wyatt, who makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. 16-8 Cubs. Later in the first, Van Meter, feeling the pressure, goes to the air. Aiden Gallagher makes the grab for the touchdown, 24-8 South Fork. And then in the second quarter, Van Meer goes all the way. He scores the touchdown himself, 32-8 South Fork. They go on to win 68-36. They repeat as NCL 3 champions. Van Meter finished with over 200 yards passing and over 100 yards rushing. He finished with 4 touchdowns on the night.
Congratulations to the Cubs today, back-to-back NCL 3 champions. Moving to the other Little Four matchup tomorrow, Ferndale and Hoopa. The two teams at 2-1 are tied for first in the conference standings. The Warriors already have a win against the Wildcats this season, and it was their first since 1995. But if they are to make it 2 straight over the Cats, it will be more difficult in the Cream City. Ferndale has just 3 victories, but 2 of them have come over the last 2 weeks. The Wildcats are also starting to get healthy at the right time.
We're as healthy as we've ever been this season, that's for sure. So that's always encouraging. I don't think any coach that's been involved with football is ever going to be 100% healthy. But right now we're the healthiest we've been all season.
They pass well, and so I think this week we're going to have to stay on that and work on our pass defense and just defense in general. I've seen a major difference, especially in the last game. I think our defense has really shown itself.
And so Ferndale and Hoopball meeting tomorrow. They are right now technically tied for second place with Arcata winning tonight as they take over first place again in the Little Four. All right, Eureka and St. Bernard's were the HDN League champions last year. Now the 2 Eureka football teams are members of the Big Four Conference. They'll clash tomorrow night at Albee Stadium. The Loggers are perfect on the season at 7-0. They've outscored their opponents by 206 points. And like the Crusaders had last week off, not only is it the league opener, but also homecoming for the Loggers.
For the team, what it means is, having those alumni come back and watch you play. You want to make sure that you look good in front of them and that you show them what you're about and that you're upholding all the traditions of Logger football. And I know we got a lot of people going to come and watch this game, so it makes it exciting.
We just need to think of it as a normal game. We've been calling them the Gauchos because we don't really want to see them as St. Bernard's. We just want to see them as a normal game. It's going to be pretty big.
After a 5-0 start, St. Bernard's has lost back-to-back games. Both were on the road and they're very good opponents. The Crusaders are again on the road, but this time it's a short trip just down the street. SB knows it's going to be a challenge trying to stop Eureka's high-powered offense.
Well, we're not focused on what the scoreboard's going to say on Saturday night. We're in full preparation mode for Fortuna and Del Norte the last 2 weeks of the season. They're both in our division and teams that we have to try to beat if we want to get a good seed in the playoffs. And so we're using this week's game to try to improve in certain areas to be ready for those 2 games in the next 2 weeks.
I always got to play good defense, good offense, just play as a team. It's a rivalry, I guess. I mean, it's just another game. It'll be fun to play for sure.
And there's still more to come on 3 Deep coverage. Humboldt State looks to build off its first GNAC win this week. It's another trip to Texas.
And CR returns to Community Stadium trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Also, the question of the week is coming up.
3 Deep coverage continues right after this quick timeout.
Hi, this is South Fork football coach Carl Terrell, and you're watching 3 Deep coverage.
Hi, this is Eureka head coach Jason White, and you're watching 3 Deep coverage.
Welcome back. Humboldt State's win over Simon Fraser has provided optimism for the Jacks' last 5 games in program history. As they await to face Permian Basin in Texas, the team knows overconfidence may end any hope of turning their season around. Here's Week 7 Sideline Pass.
It's hard to get out of coach mode. I'm still worried about the next game, and I'm not really content with just winning a game, even though other people may think we should be. That's not our goal.
DeMarrow Wheeler reflecting on Humboldt State snapping their second longest losing streak in 5 years. The message for Saturday's road game in Texas is to leave with a win streak.
If we start worrying about everything else, that's when you have issues, and that's one of the comments I make to this team every week. The game has got to be more important than the trip. Knowing our opponent and focusing on what we're doing in a game situation has got to be more important than, what plane we're on, what seat we're sitting in, what hotel we're staying in, and where we're eating.
Despite ending September without a win, the players never threw in the towel, knowing this year's team will be the final group to represent Humboldt State football.
Each and every one of us had a choice, and we could have stayed or left, and we all stayed. So that just shows how dedicated we are to this team.
The Jacks' unity is a quality the Corsairs are trying to reestablish after losing back-to-back games. The biggest concern for CR has been the defense. Over the last 2 games, the team is allowing 52 points.
We're halfway through the season now. A lot of these kids are freshmen, but they're not freshmen anymore. They've been starting in the secondary if they're ready or not, and we do continue to get better in the secondary. So we just have to put it all together. We've got to read our keys. We have to take the coaching and be in the right position to make a play on the football.
The Corsairs' loss to De Anza pushed them out of first place in the Pacific 7. CR will need to win their last 4 matchups in order to be eligible for a bowl game.
I think that our team is learning every day. I believe that our culture has changed. We have kids that are still working hard every day. We have kids that are competing both on the field and in the classroom. So for us, the De Anza game's in the past. There's not much we can do about that. But as a coaching staff and as a program, we feel like we were every bit as good as them.
With a loss to Los Medanos, the Corsairs' quest to win a conference title since 2009 faces an uphill battle.
We've seen many high school homecoming celebrations over the last several weeks. For the Humble Countertops and Servicing Question of the Week, we asked the experts to tell us what high school has the best homecoming tradition.
I think all the schools on the North Coast have great homecoming traditions, but I'd say Eureka has one of the best. It is the biggest school in the area, so a lot goes into their homecoming celebration. They have that great parade that runs through Eureka into Henderson Center. Obviously the game, Saturday game at night, is always fun at Albee Stadium. It's going to be especially great this year. They're playing St. Bernard, so that's going to be very fun. You get the homecoming king and queen come out. Got the dance after for the kids, so I think Eureka has a great celebration every year. It's always packed out in Albee Stadium, not too many empty seats. It's a fun night of football and sports all day, so definitely Eureka.
Being an old school guy, I love homecoming because I really enjoy all the history and tradition, whether it's at the high school level or at the college level. And all the schools on the North Coast do a great job of celebrating homecoming. But one school comes to mind, and that's Fortuna High School. And it's not just because it's my alma mater. They do such a great job with homecoming week, capped off by all the different things that they do at halftime of their homecoming game, including the Flaming F, the Burning F, which does a great job of just kind of putting everything in perspective as far as celebrating homecoming and the fact that homecoming should be so special.
Victor, I know you're the rookie this season. You haven't been out to too many homecomings this year on the North Coast, but what have you seen so far?
From what I've heard, Eureka having a parade just makes it the best overall. There's fireworks and other schools do fireworks, but the fact that they have a whole parade, they had a parade today, it's pretty cool.
Parades mean candy. Fortuna, fireworks, other schools do fireworks. The parade and then the Burning F, a lot of fun. Thanks for watching 3 Deep coverage. For Victor Anguiano, I'm Ed Machado. We'll see you next week. Have a great evening.